Rick Sharp again from sharpstrengthtraining.com, and in today's video we're going to go over pulling exercises for your lats. Great exercise for building good balance for your upper body to balance out all the pressing that people like to do, but it's something that you see done incorrectly most of the time in gyms. So I'm going to show you how to effectively target your lats. We're going to start off with a basic pullover exercise. Keeps the arms out of it pretty well. What you want to do here is, as we talked about in the hip hinge video, set your hips back a little bit to kind of counter against the weight stack. So now that I'm locked in, I can get a really good stretch on my lats, and what I'm going to focus on is not pulling so much with my hands or trying to get my hands behind me, but more about getting my shoulders back, my chest up, and then driving my elbows back. So from here, my chest is expanded, my lats are contracted. If I focus on my hands, what you see most of the time with this exercise is people pushing it over and rounding over. So now you're doing a lot of work, but you're not getting much benefit from it. So once again, from a good stretch, the more you can set your hips back, the better stretch you're going to get through your lats. And kind of simultaneously, you're pulling your shoulders down and back. So imagine creating as much distance as you can between your shoulder and your ear, and then driving your elbows back, squeezing your lats at the top, back to the stretch again. Exhale as you contract, get a good stretch. I like to either use these as a start to kind of prime the lats and get some blood pumped in there and not fatigue the arms, or as a good finisher after doing lots of heavy rows and presses and rows. So we're going to go over next is rowing exercises. A lot of gyms may not have one of these, but if you are lucky enough to have one with a landmine, or you can just, if the gym allows you to, take a straight bar and stick it in the corner and just set up your own kind of a T-bar row. Find a decent handle, hook it under. What you're looking for here is being able to get fairly close to the end of the weights, about shoulder width stance, sitting your hips back so that you're pulling, so you're not fighting against the weight. You sit your hips back, pull the handles right about in line with the middle of your foot, about where your shoelaces are, raise up a little bit, head neutral, and then it's not about pulling the bar with my hands. I'm trying to pull my shoulder blades back and thinking about pushing my elbows toward the ceiling. Good stretch, it doesn't cause me to round my back. Shoulders back, drive with the elbows, get that stretch. Hold at the top, good stretch again. If your gym doesn't have one of these and they get upset about you putting the end of the bar in the corner damaging the wall, then another really good exercise is your barbell row. You can go with an overhand or underhand grip here. For heavier weights, I always feel better with underhand, but I'm going to go with an overhand grip today. It seems to be a little bit safer for your biceps. So, before you select your grip, it's a good idea to pull your shoulders down and do a few dry runs and see where you feel like you have the best natural pulling point, instead of just grabbing it